You're doing Madison Square Garden y el Hollywood Bowl back to back. You don't think people are going to be like, come on, guys, come to our city?
A ver si nos da la gana. Si nos va muy bien, a lo mejor we won't tour again. We'll be good. I'm playing.
Lo prometido es deuda. Estamos en lo oficial. And guys, I am so excited con nosotros el día de hoy. Fuerza Regida, who's breaking records with their new album, XPANTIA. Bienvenido, JOP, Moy. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling?
Doing great. We're excited.
Feeling great. Happy XPANTIA Day.
De todas las canciones que están en el álbum, en verdad, ¿cuáles? Yo sé que todas son tus favoritas, because I know you poured your heart and soul to this album. Pero ¿cuál es la que tú dices, esta canción quisiera que la gente acobijara más?
La neta. I always say this, but this time is extra, like 150% true. Every song on this album is a focus track.
Wow.
Like every song. I said it before. I don't know if I said it in an interview. I'm not sure. I don't even think I've been in it. I don't remember. I've been to XPANTIA out. You feel me?
I feel you.
Every song is a focus track. Why? Because we did 40 songs to choose only 12.
Y quiero hablar un poco de la producción del álbum, porque no solamente es lanzar un álbum así, o sea, ¿cuánto tiempo tomó lo de la producción, composición, el equipo que tienes para este gran trabajo que hicieron?
No me lo hace creer, pero este disco fue el disco que tengo menos estrés. I don't know how you feel. What do you feel?
Yo tuve un poco de estrés.
El Moisey.
You had more stress than the other ones?
A bit stressed, yeah.
I think you know what it is?
What?
So the label's been growing, right? We've been trying to do Street Mob Records. You know, we've been trying to do stuff right. Back in the day, I would do almost everything. So production to label copies to. So now for me, like everything's getting a little more organized in my company. So probably that's why. You know, I've just been chilling back, focusing on other stuff, which is like the music stuff, the creative part of it. So I think it's been less stressful for me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and congratulations.
Since I had him, I think he was on it more.
Me and
so
man, yeah.
I'll tell him, hey, do this, I'm out. And then I'll come back.
They took a trip to Paris, and he left me and one of our new producers that we have, Meño, to start producing this album, XPANTIA.
We had like 6 songs written, and in Europe, we wrote the other 6. And I was just sending tracks over to him, and he was producing them. And when I got back, we just do the final touches. We move around stuff. But be honest, bro. I know like a couple of years ago, you weren't too involved, but I think it's a less stress album, like in general.
In general, yeah.
Not in like the creative of it, but like in general all around.
It is. It feels less stressful.
But
Because of the team that you have, that you've built?
The team grew, yeah.
The team grew, and I think we did it more with time. This is an album that we turned in on time for like our first time ever. We're more prepared. You know, like we're dropping an album, and this day, okay, let's start working on it now early. We turned in everything early. That's why I feel like it's a less stressful, but it's the most elevated.
I actually heard the album antes de que saliera. Casi un mes antes de que saliera nos diste la exclusiva de ir a escucharlo. Y la verdad que quedé súper impresionada, no solamente con la música, porque hay canciones que usas el banjo, usas instrumentos que no he escuchado en la música mexicana. So tell us a little about that. ¿Cómo dices, sabes qué? Le voy a meter banjo ahí.
Así empezó el pedo. Estábamos en el estudio, ¿verdad? Y yo dije, hey, ocupamos algo nuevo. Todo ya está igual. Todo se suena igual, que esto, que el otro, que el trombón, que el requinto. Pero estábamos ya buscando el instrumento. ¿Cuál va a ser, pues? Estábamos tirando. Y luego también ya in the deluxe, which I didn't get to show you before it came out. You probably heard it already. I don't know if you got to listen to the whole album, but we added more instruments that we had in mind. But we wanted to stick just with the banjo. But then we're like, let's do more new stuff. So we added, I forgot what it's called, that guitar. Have you guys heard the song Sleepwalk? It's an old school one.
Oh, like an oldie?
Yeah, and then they have the guitars like a piano.
It's a metal guitar.
It's called metal guitar?
I think it's called metal guitar.
Who knows what it's called, but it's like a piano. It's like this, the guitar. And then you play it like this instead of like this.
Oh.
And then we got another one that's really famous. It's like an electric acoustic guitar. We're just trying to switch the sounds up, you know, because it's getting too repetitive.
And I really think that with all the love you're getting, with la aceptación del público con este álbum XPANTIA, I mean, you're only doing 2 shows this year, man. You're doing Madison Square Garden. They're massive. Madison Square Garden y el Hollywood Bowl back to back. You don't think people are going to be like, come on, guys, come to our city?
Well, they got to wait for next year.
Okay.
We'll see if a ver si nos da la gana. Si nos va muy bien, a lo mejor we won't tour again. We'll be good. I'm playing.
Ay, y así no, ¿cómo?
Nah. We needed a break. You know, it's been for me, it's been 7 years already. I think for me, it feels a long time, right? 7 years of career, professional career. Because we just in March, the band cumplió un decade together. Let's clap. Production. Come on.
Yes!
A decade. Fuerza Regida started in 2015. Now we're in 2025, so it's been a decade. I've been a decade in this. And dicen que it takes 10 years, right, to master something. And I feel you never stop learning in the music, but I got it pretty good, you know? We got it pretty mastered over here. We got the record label. Everything's coming in order. We got a lot of artists that are growing. We're just happy, you know? Street Mile Records up.
But you truly are like a pioneer in this, and I know you hear that a lot, but for example, in Apple Music top charts, tus discos han llegado a número 1 más de una vez. The only other like Latin art, y no solamente en Latin charts, in all genres. Y creo que la única otra persona que lo ha logrado es Bad Bunny. So like, how does that feel to know like, yes, Fuerza Regida ha cumplido 10 años, pero todo ese esfuerzo, you're getting like the numbers, the recognition, like people are accepting.
We said it before, we're coming for you, Bad Bunny. We said it before playing around, but when I heard the news I forgot what album was it, but when we heard the news that we hit it twice and that we were the second second Latin group to do that, not even group, right? Second Latin artist to do that, we were really happy.
No, that's super dope. Y me tocó también ir a ver el Compound, the Street Mob. Congratulations on that.
And it's not finished. I didn't show you the whole thing, you know? I showed you a little bit. So when it finished, you're going to see cómo va a quedar.
Tell us what that means to you, like growing your company this way and not only like helping other compositores and other artists, but also now you're going to have studios where you're just going to be working constantly.
We've been doing that at our old house, at our old office, which was our house. The artists call it the Street Mall Record House, you know? It was a 5-bedroom house, pretty big, you know, in the suburbs. But when you have a label, you have 50 motherfuckers in there. And you feel like, I remember I used to walk out and just, that shit was packed. And then we were like, hey, we got to do something about this. We checked right there with the financial, with the CFO. I was like, what's up, fool? Can we spend some money? We got to move this operation out of here already. It's time. We've grew that big. And it's time. I wanted to go get a warehouse. Or we got to go into an industrial place so it could be legit. And that's what we did. You know, when you showed up, it's all warehouses right there.
Yeah. What is your goal or your dream for this compound?
Not really for the compound. I mean, the compound, I have a goal, which is finish it, right? And have everything I need in the compound. But more than anything, the goal more is for the record label, just to become the biggest record label that there is. And with all the new, we have a lot of new projects coming, which is, I'm not talking about like Fuerza Regida projects, a lot of other projects, business projects that is going to complement with Street Mile Records.
Y sabes que lo que también me impresionó mucho es verte en Paris Fashion Week. Tú eres una persona que no solamente sabes de música, pero sabes de fashion. Like, you love dressing up. You know, like, how to style. ¿Cómo empezó esa pasión, ese amor?
I've always liked it. Funny thing is, my mom, she used to be a costurera. So she used to make all her brother's pants and shirts. And she made all her sisters' dresses and her own dresses. And then when I was in high school, I remember I had forgot I did it. I had forgot that I did this. When I was in high school, I got 2 pieces of I got pants and shirts, right? And I took them to my mom and I started cutting them up and I had her sew it back together. So I love fashion. It's always been in me, but you know, there's eras and times, like everything changes every day. You know, fashion, music, and then if you want to stay up, you gotta go. You can't stay back. You gotta go. Of course, always be original. When you see me at the house, you see me with some fucking basketball shorts, some chanclas, no socks, because that's how I like to be. I like to chill. When you see me chilling, you see me chilling. When we gotta step out, you know?
¿Y cómo se dio esa amistad con Colm Delane of Kid Super?
Okay, ahí empezó with one of our PRs. We were trying to get into the fashion world. So we were like, hey, what's up? One of our PRs, come on, hey, we need to get into the fashion world. So she got us a magazine cover. And then she just kept pitching us. And his PR knew my PR. It was just like some PR thing. You know how PRs
Networking.
do it? That's how we got connected. And I pulled up to his store, and he was there waiting for me, and he was like, "I'm gonna show you around." All right. And then that's when I told him, "Man, bro, I love fashion. We got projects. We got a lot of projects over here." So I told him some private stuff that I can't tell nobody else. I'm like, "Hey, this and this and that." He was like, "Oh, bro, that's dope." And then we became really close because he's a really humble guy. He's the one that designed my album, the album cover.
Yeah. That was amazing. I mean, you're wearing the hat now with the logo, with the cover, like.
Yeah. Super Niño. Shout out to my boy, Kid Super. Call him. Much love, brother.
Y ya sé que han pasado meses, but you performed that song. Everyone fell in love with it. Now we find it here in this album. But man, like, how did that happen? After the story conversation?
How did I go to Paris?
How did you?
How did we do that?
Yeah.
It was thanks to my boy Colin. I told him I love fashion. He's like, "You should go to the fashion week." I was like, "That's what we're trying to do." He's like, "I actually got a show." I'm like, "All right, then what's up? Let's do something." And that's how it started. He's seen obviously it's business, no? He's seen that we are a poppin' Mexican group. And then I looked into him. Kid Super's big. He designed for Louis Vuitton. He's a big guy. So we were just like, it's perfect. And then it's always with him. It's been so smooth, like a friendship. I feel like I've been knowing him for years, and because of him, he put us on his runway, and that's that song Por esos ojos, and because of him, we got to experience Fashion Week on a like elevated level, not just go and sit down, go and perform.
No, you performed like música mexicana en esa pasarela tan importante. That was, I think, a big moment for a lot of us that love the music, that love our culture.
And we love the fashion.
Yes, and we love the fashion. So nos puso en otro nivel, como que aquí estamos y no nos vamos. And you did that for us. Thank you.
Arriba México.
Felicidades. And I'll see you guys at the Hollywood Bowl in June.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, hey, Hollywood Bowl, Madison Square. Don't miss out because you're not going to see us nowhere else this year. So if you didn't get your ticket at Hollywood because I think it's sold out, you got to go to New York because it's almost sold out. And if you don't go to New York,
Deuce.
leve, me prendí otro gallo solo para olvidarte.